All right, so this question says Jack filled up his car with gas before embarking on a road trip across the country. The graph that is shown models the linear relationship for this situation. We're to write the equation in the slope intercept form that represents this context. So let's go. So let's remember that the slope intercept form is y is equal to mx plus b, where m represents the slope of our line and b represents the y-intercept. All right, and already I've identified the 2 points that I want to use. I want to use the points 4, 9, and 8, 6. I always like drawing my slope triangle, so just connecting those. From moving from one point to the next, for my y coordinate, I'm going down, so that's going to be a negative. How many units am I going down? I can count it. 1, 2, 3. And then how many units am I going across in the direction of x? So that's this is my change in y. My change in x is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a plus 4. How can we do the same thing with points? So our slope is change in y divided by change in x. So this is m. Okay, and let's just color code. So that's our y, that's our y. I'm going to start with my second point, so the furthest right. So I'm going to start with my 6, and I'm subtracting 9. And then color coding my x coordinates, that's 8 and 4. So starting with the second point, that's 8 minus 4. We simplify that to get 6 minus 9, that's a negative 3. 8 minus 4, 4. So you notice we're getting the same value that we had on the graph just by counting the squares. But we got to be careful with the scale. This doesn't always work because sometimes it's not increasing by 1 at all times. Now we need to find the y-intercept. So remember, our y-intercept occurs where our line crosses the y-axis. So that value right there, that's 12, that is our y-intercept. Or b, so we know that b is equal to 12. And that's all we need. We need our m, and we need our b. And once we have both of those things, we can write the equation. We can write the equation for the line. So in this case, the equation for the line is going to be y is equal to negative 3x plus 12. And we know it's a plus 12 because it's a positive 12. So what this means is that for every 3 units that decrease in y, we're increasing 4 units in the direction of x. Here is our equation. There you go.